What's up, YouTube fans? Today, I want to take a look at the Ramen Toy Botcon 2024 exclusive Shattered Gullwing, or their version of a shattered glass M.A.S.K Thunderhawk. So this actually doesn't exist in fiction. It wasn't in the show. It's not really in a comic. It actually didn't come with a comic like the other two, so it doesn't really exist anywhere. It only exists in the minds of the hosts of the Botcon convention and the Ramen Toy creator here. So pretty cool. They collaborated to create this. There was 200 of them made. I did do an unboxing at Botcon. For whatever reason, I just never reviewed it. I'm not sure why, but decided to review it here today. And I really liked the original release of the Gullwing, so I decided, let me pick this up. I thought the colors were pretty cool. It is done in a shattered glass theme, purple, neon green, and black, so you get those very cool colors. If you didn't know, shattered glass is something that was started by Botcon, and the tradition has kind of continued, so it makes sense and it's apropos for them to have a shattered glass version of this. But let's get in, look at the detail. I'll bring in the original so you can compare, since it is a repaint, pretty much 100%, or I guess recolor. The plastic is a translucent purple versus the red on here. You can see the stickers are all recolored into this green and white. The glass is all changed from this translucent to this neon green. You do have the shattered glass look there on the front. On the top, we've got this new sticker detail, which we didn't have before. It's got the T-top, and then it's got some kind of battery. Almost looks like flux capacitor or something. That wasn't there before. I kind of like that. Everything else is pretty much the same. The lights are the same. The silver on the bottom is the same. All the paint and details, the sculpted detail is all the same. Something that is different, though, on the original, in here we had our bad guy on the screen. We'll just get it a little bit closer so you can see that. And hopefully Ramen Toy is going to make that guy, but Venom, and that's pretty cool. On this one, and I have a little bit of trouble with this door releasing, but it's got a purple car. I don't know if that's the manta ray or it's actually this guy, but that's pretty neat that they changed the picture. They didn't have to do that. Other than that, it's pretty much the same. There's a little bit of different paint details, but basically, very similar. We do get the driver here. I'll bring in M.A.S.K, or their version of a shattered glass mat tracker. And I think I've got one leg longer than the other, but here is the original, so you can see the difference in the color scheme. Obviously done in a purple, black, and green color scheme. Very nice. And of course, you could take the helmet and put that on. And I forgot to mention this in my review of the Great White, but here is Portia White, or their version of Gloria Baker. And the way this one works is they decided to do it with the head, you completely remove it off the ball joint, and then you pop this one on. Whereas this one, it's a mask that fits over the head. Maybe they did that because for sizing purposes, this looks better. So that's an interesting design change that they did here for this particular figure. I wonder if they're going to do that going forward. But it does have the same articulation as the original. The head can rotate very little up and down. I wouldn't really count that. Just rotates. Shoulder can rotate around here on this joint, go out to the side on this joint. You can rotate at the elbow, and you can bend 90 degrees. Waist rotation. He does have a little satchel here on the side. Legs can kick up to there, back to there. Not much out to the side. Don't force it. It's about to there. 90-degree bend at the knee, and there you go for articulation. And like I mentioned, I believe I've got one leg longer than the other. As far as I can tell, it looks like he leans to one side. Now, if you put this leg out to the side, it's fine, but it does have that issue. We can get him in, of course, in the driver's seat. There we go. I finally got it in. It does feel like the seat is a little more flexible than it used to be, so it makes it a little bit more challenging to get him in there. But you can slide the seat forward and basically get his arms pretty close to the steering wheel. And now he's seated properly. And I have noticed that on this copy, I mean, these do still peg in, but they're a little bit looser than they are on the original copy. I mean, they're not flopping around, but they come out much easier on this copy. But you're going to pull those out and get them clicked into place. You'll hear a little snap. We're going to come to the back here and push forward on this, which will release this rear bumper and booster. You get that. And we still get the M.A.S.K logo down there, but a little bit harder to see because of the translucent purple. And there you go. There he is in battle mode. And yes, it looks really nice. All right, we also get the bombs here, which if you come to the bottom, you'll see there's a little trapdoor there. They're the same as the original, just done in a different color. If you open this up, you'll see there's two translucent purple missiles. I'll just leave that one in there. But you can see, nice, same color plastic, translucent purple, same design as the original. And doesn't come with the G1, quote unquote G1 style that they gave you with the first Gullwing. We don't need it because we already got them, but those are replacement missiles for the original. But if you put those back in there, now you can press the button and drop the bombs. We also get the flight stand done in translucent black this time. These were translucent before, but they just made the base translucent. And this is basically the same as the prior one. I recommend you put the single one, the rounded one, on the back right here, and then the two flat ones on the front around here. That seems to be the best way, at least in my opinion, to display it. So final recommendations on the Ramen Toy Botcon 2024 exclusive Shattered Glass Gullwing. I think this is pretty cool. I'm going to recommend, I'll give it a 4 to 5. It is a soft recommend, only because it's kind of a niche thing. But I really enjoy the color scheme and the overall look and feel of this guy. Now, since this never appeared in any lore, any fiction, it is kind of a one-off, collector item. It was sold out. There was 200 of them made at Botcon. It sold out shortly thereafter the show. So if you're trying to find this, you're going to have to find it in the aftermarket. You're going to pay well over the $180 price point that they sold it at the show. So at that price point, I'm not sure if I would say I'd recommend it. At the $180 price point, if you're a fan of Shattered Glass or just the Machina Labs line in general from Ramen Toy, then I think you'll like this. Now I am excited to see what else they do in this line. I know we're getting the manta ray. We just, in the packaging for the Great White, we found out we're getting the piranha. I hope we're getting the truck, the big truck, because I never got to own that or even handle it. And it'd be nice to have a bad guy. We have all good guys at this point, although maybe this is a bad guy, but pretty much we have all, good guy vehicles so far. So it'd be nice to get a bad guy vehicle. But that's it for today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.